right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Ben's Brick Designs. I'm Ben. Thank you for being here. So let's just get into it. I think this is up a little loud. I'm going to turn that down. So I hope everybody's having a... Hello, Frankie. Good morning. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. Hello, Missy. Good to see you. So working on the Behemoth from Horizon Zero Dawn. Good morning, Vab. How are you? Thanks for hanging out. I believe, I want to see if it's actually up or not. Yeah, Johnny Builds is doing a live broadcast over on his channel for the Brick Erie. I may pop into that. And also, thank you if you're joining us and not watching Brick Hive currently. I know they're doing the Good Morning Brick World, so I know you have your choice when watching Lego stream content, and I thank you for choosing Southwest Airlines. So yeah, so we're working on the Behemoth. This is the last of the smaller machines, as it were. I actually have, I'm going to do real quick. I wanted to show this. This isn't done, but it's built. I'm just waiting for different colored pieces. So this is the stalker. And I wanted to take this to our meeting yesterday, but I I pulled up the whole scene that's got like ruins and flowers and ground on it and stuff. And I took all the machines off, put the whole scene in a box, and then didn't bring the machines with it. So I forgot about this one. This doesn't necessarily have the, I don't know why that is twisted. I'm going to have to figure that out. It doesn't have a Nexo shield on it. It's supposed to be a gold shield, but it kind of works. So anyway, a lot of this stuff's going to be replaced. This dark tan is supposed to be replaced with like an orange. I'm waiting on some more black parts to replace the dark gray, because this is supposed to be a very dark machine. It's supposed to be a stealthy machine, and I guess the idea too is to build it all in trans clear bricks because it disappears. I'm also waiting for some front, their new fangs that look like those mech arms, but they are bladed hook teeth looking things. It's a newish part to me. And I'm also ordering that rigid tube in this color so I can replace that. And other than that, it's all done. But yeah, it came together well. I think it looks the part. I think it looks good. It looked good kind of sneaking in behind some of the ruins. I can show you the ruins. If anybody wants to see the ruins, I put them up on Instagram, but I mean, it's no big. We can look at those later, but so yeah, so this is what we're working on now. And so get yourself a coffee, hydrate yourself. I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. I don't have any plans other than this. Oh, I do have plans. I'm of the age now where I get to go shoe shopping by myself because a shoelace broke, rather than get new shoelaces. The shoes wore out before the shoelaces. I haven't had a shoelace break on me in I don't know how long. So with the struggle with this one is to try to keep it roughly the same size as the Trampler, because any bigger than this and it would start getting as big as the Thunderjaw, and I don't want that. So I started by building the making the size kind of match what I feel the size was of the container, and the size of the container is roughly Aloy size. So if we put this up against Aloy, it's roughly that size. So that's what my size comparison is. So I think it works pretty well. Now we just have to build everything around it. This is just This is just a collection of rounded plates and rounded bricks being held together with some modified bricks, and then some stuff in the middle of there to give it that striping. I think it works pretty well. So do that on both sides. I'm not sold. I just did this the other day, these plates in here, and I'm not sold on it yet. It's got some stuff around it, and I need to figure out how to do these clamps. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that real quick. But I got stalled with this image, which is a great image of its butt. So I was working on that the last time. Trying to give it some more of this color, this dark orange for like the musculature or the cabling of the musculature. But the butt isn't that big a deal, really. I just need to kind of, I think it looks like it has a little drivetrain in it kind of thing. So maybe make this like I can't really see what this is, but it looks like there's like some circular bits there. So I was thinking of doing maybe we can do these new tiles, these rounded tiles. If they come in black, hopefully they come in black. They do. Excellent. Just put those in there like that. Hopefully they won't conflict, and they will. Okay, sweet. Let me make sure I don't have anything going on. I'm chatting with my tattoo people, and I want to get some new tattoos this week. Sorry. So I will. Hey, howdy, Johnny. Are you still live streaming? I'd hate to think that you're taking time from your live streaming to come hang out with us oldies. Let's do a modified brick. Oh, that won't work. Yeah. How's Brick Erie going? I hope it's going well. The setup looked fun. Like no reason to have these modified bricks in here, really, other than to, yeah, there's no reason to have them in there. It actually looks like it could be a full thing, round tile. This music is giving me life. No, just finished it, a full tour. Still uploading. I'm chilling by my MOC. Oh, cool. Well, I hope you have a good time. It looks like fun. That doesn't work. I don't know what station I have. The stations are locked down today on Pretzel. What is going on? There we go. Let's see. I almost don't want to do that. It kind of looks like that's what that is. Or maybe, like I can't really see what's going on with this. That may be just the hinges from the legs. So that's overly complicated for no reason. Let's just put a little drivetrain butt in here and call it a day. There's a brick that is it's a 1x2 brick. I don't want to call it a hinge, but it's a turntable. Guess not. It's a 1x2 brick that has. It's 1x2 by like 2 1/3. There it is. What color does this come in? Not that. Bluish dark gray. Brilliant. That goes right there. Looks like it's butt. It looks like it's a butt. Let's see. I'm gonna put some. Let's make this come out a little farther. And yeah, that's kind of obviously a butt. I don't like that. Let's do something else. Ugh. So I have Wednesday at lunch. I'm going to go get some more tattoos. I'm going to get these two. I'm going to get the Hitchhiker's Guide and the Nora tribal symbol right here and right here. So the arms will be even at that point. And then I'll go back later and do these spaces and these spaces. Probably, I'm trying to think. I still have like Ghostbusters that I want to put on there. Maybe a Transformers, Autobot. I had a couple other ones that I was gonna put up there. Half-Life, the Half-Life symbol. Yeah, I know I had them all written down somewhere. I can't remember what other ones to do. Let's see. All right, well, let's finish up the top here. Let's do a plate in dark orange, so I can take that color a little more into there. And then I don't have to be real great with it. Let's just do one of these. In gray. Do they come in gray? They do. Perfect. And then let's do those. Actually, let's do a plate here in that same color. Boop. And then a 2x3. So what's everybody's plans today? I think those are some testicles in that area. Yeah, it kind of looks like it, doesn't it? I mean, they kind of line up with the joints of the legs. That one does, but this one is like, it's got this big extra, I don't know what that is. Weird shadow. There's not another angle that's got its butt in there. This was really helpful to see it. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's just big tussles of cable. That's all that is. All right, so this is just big things of cables. That's fine. You all right, baby? What's the matter? You okay? All right. Your little pudding. My little pudding sitting over there. Sorry. Little dog. So I can get her on the camera. Where are you? Where are you, little dog? Behind that box. can't get my camera out. Quality television. There she is. A little nothing. Okay, Aggie. Ja, hi. Oh, I never thought I was going to be a small dog person. I was always a cat person. And then met Beth, and Beth had a dog, and I was like, yeah, dogs are cool. Her dog was pretty cool. And then we got another dog, Big Dog, and Big Dog was cool. Hi, Big Dog. There's Big Dog. Then we got this little dog, and I'm like, little dog. It's like a cat, but it actually loves you. All right, so I don't want to spend all that much time on this. Let's do, I got an idea. Let's do this. And then another one of these guys. Nope. Modified brick. This is kind of the fun thing about doing machines like this is you can just kind of make stuff up. Since we've got one of those in there already, we'll do another one. A 2 modified brick and a 2x2 round with a hole. That's exactly what I was thinking. But I'm also going to cover it a little bit so it doesn't look like it's just a butthole, because that's kind of what it looks like. So I might do, instead, I don't want this. Put that in there in a panic, but I want this one. And I don't know. Tile round. Where this will fit. It'll fit like that. That's too low, which means the other one was better. And then I thought I'd gussy that up a little bit because it looks like it's got stuff on it, maybe. No. Slope. And then do this. What? Oh, come on. That doesn't fit? Well, there goes that. All right, so maybe just this then. That doesn't fit either. Oh, that's worthless. The other round tile. The little one? Oh, no, I know what you're talking about. It doesn't matter anyway. Neither of them will fit. You mean this one? Doesn't matter. This is probably one of those, like, you might be able to get it to fit a little bit. And I think if you moved it out past that hole a little bit, like if you did... Okay, stick with me. Where to go? That, and then a tile, modified. This is absolute Weather Channel music. Yeah. Has to get in past the tube in there. It still looks like a butthole. I mean, I want it to look like the end, like, you know, like there's a big drive train that goes under like the AT-AT. That's kind of what I was going for here, but everything just looks like I'm making a butt. Could use a small gear. Yeah, that's true. They're gears that can attach. Oh, I got caps lock on. Gears that attach on a stud, so I don't have to rework putting a. Well, I guess I could put a pin and everything in there. What's the smallest one I can get? That's probably the smallest one. They come in that color. They sure do. That might not be a bad idea, actually. Good call. Nope. So this, get rid of that. Technic. Your weather on the 8s. Technic functional. All right, Johnny, have fun. Be safe. Enjoy the con. Enjoy yourself at Brick Erie. This is 2L axle. These come in black. No, that's not what I wanted. Those come in black. Put 2 of them on there. Doesn't matter what I do. I suppose it would help if I did something over the top of it. Let's do that. And here I can put a round tile. Make that dark gray. There's always going to be a hole in that area. Yeah. Well, and to be fair, these are animal analogs. So if there's any waste coming out of them, if there's exhaust or waste or something, I mean, sure. This will also give me a chance to like put a big old flat plate along here, and that should be pretty good. Okay, I may rework this because there's no reason to have that. I can just do that with one high instead of a 2. I'll go back to that later. All right, so next thing is to make, I need to make the stands for the, these can't go much farther past that, but they need to be built up a little bit. So right? So right on the tail end of that, we're going to have these guys, and I'm going to do the same thing as before. It's going to be these cats. Black, right? I don't know the difference between these. One is not difference. There is a difference, but I don't know which is more prevalent. This one has a newer part number, so I think this is the newer part. But you can see the distance is a little bigger. So I've been using these, but I don't know which one is more prevalent. 50 cents versus 19 cents. I think this one is the newer one. So, anywho, this goes on there, and then I get a clip. Them. And then this whole thing goes. No. 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 One of these doesn't go all the way. I think it's that one. It only goes a certain amount of space. I think right about there. Yeah, I have. I've taken a look at a couple rhino picks. This is where I noticed that they're very stiff-legged, and the only thing that really bends is like this front little foot when they run. But this is very much like it's got the high hips and a kind of a more like a horse, water horse, or not water horse. This isn't water horse. Hippopotamus is water horse, but it's built more like a horse. It's got this kind of sag in the middle. But that's basically what this is. I don't know what its butt looks like. Kind of like that. I wonder if I type in rhinoceros butt if I'm going to ruin my search history. Oh, vicious. Look at that guy. Oh, there we go. Just overlapped. Overlapped kind of flaps back there. I'm not too worried about it. I think this is a good... I think that's good. Okay, so, yeah, so we got this, and how far back are those? They're pretty far back. And I think... That's a complicated angle. So I'm not going to use that. What I'm going to use is those stands. And I forget... It's an angle bar. Yeah. That's a better angle, I think. And then that needs to be built up a little bit. Oh, this still needs to be over the hips. Okay, so we still have to build up a little bit. All right, so let's do a plate. Let's do plate. This is going to be dark gray. Actually, this all needs to be dark gray. Can that be dark gray? No, it can't, of course, because that would be great. All right, so this needs to be a. What are we gonna do with this? A 3. So I'm gonna do slope to start. That still needs to be higher. This is almost like a brick high. Well, I don't know why I deleted that plate. Seems real boring, but anywho, I think I asked earlier if anybody had like plans for the rest of their Sunday. You're gonna sit around watching football, building Lego, watching movies. Oh, and now I can cover that. That's good. So, what I think I'll do, and I can't see it from this angle, but got it. Okay. That's cool. And then I'll put these guys on. And then probably sort more Lego. Man, Missy, you're going to love it when we get our Mars builds and you can sort all day. Come to the sorting parties. Excuse me. I tried to tell everybody at the meeting that even if you didn't buy anything, coming to the sorting parties is usually kind of fun. Oh, man. No, goodness gracious. Oh my God. Escape. Copy. Paste. So, I don't know if you got the email about the meeting yesterday. Some stuff came up. Nothing bad or anything, just stuff. Some of which is like, I don't know when we're going to get our shipment for the Mars thing. Christmas party maybe in a different location. Stuff like that. I think maybe I want to put these down here. And I think I want to put some of these here. And then a rounded plate. Okay, cool. We had some new people too. It was pretty cool. I hope they come back. I hope I didn't scare them off. Why can I go in that one? But it won't let me go down further. That's the wrong angle anyway. So we're back to doing that other thing because that's too high of an angle. So plate round. And then clip which means... Oh yeah, I wasn't worried about the black, about the color yet. I just wanted to get the pieces on there. I may not even use this because it's pointless. I wanted the hole in it, but the angle is bad, so I can probably just do this. I'm gonna just do a bracket. The only thing with doing a bracket is I can't really turn it too much and then fill out the area in between it. It still needs to come up a little bit. So, can't really tell how far out they go either. Could headlight angled bar. That's pretty close. Let's put a plate. I'm not opposed to that. Let's take a moment to talk about... I'm going to make this black. I need to start turning things black here. The fact that I think it's official that the... Yeah, that's pretty good. Copy mirror. Good. It's not perfect. It's a little... I just don't know how to do... I mean, I think I... All right, so... I think I could do it this way. And then... So, I have an idea. Brick modified that one. And then round, plate round. The the Venator is pretty much official. Saw pictures on several Instagram accounts that I know wouldn't post it unless it was pretty official. So it's pretty official. No. Why are you not? There we go. That's better. I think that's much better. The problem is I think it's supposed to be out wider. So we're going to... So let's look real quick. Let's take a break from this and look at Lego UCS Venator. Um, yeah, it looks kind of nice. I've seen, yeah, here you go. So somebody found it in an airport in Malaysia, Philippines, something like that. Um, Now, if this is true, it's 5,300 pieces for $650, which is not great piece count. Um, Honestly, like I would with only two figures. I get it; it's Star Wars tax, but this is a $550 set. It's not $650. I'm a little upset about that. Because that, I mean, it doesn't make me not want to get it, but at the same time, I'm like, you know, 550 is slightly more justifiable mentally, psychologically. $550 is $500. $650 is $700. That's the thinking that I have. Cool. Yeah, I don't need that up anymore. So anyway, it looks very cool. I do like the number of tiles on here to make it non-stud. If this is the official picture, this looks a little boring back here, but and there's no play quality with it, so it's not like you open it up and there's you know, places to put figures and stuff. So I don't know. It's still cool. I'll probably still get it. I don't think I'll get it October 1st, but let's see if we can Venator UCS. See if anything comes up. There's an account called UCS Venator. I wish it would search. See, this doesn't. It searches by account. Unless you did a hashtag. So here's more. This doesn't look like the official one. That's more of that box. That's more of that box. That's more of the box. So, I mean, it's all the same stuff. So, no official real images. It's just of the box. This is a pretty clear picture if you not put this garbage in front of it. But yeah, I mean, I'm still probably going to get the I'm more excited about the Concorde. The Venator looks cool, and I'll still probably get it. It looks like there's a little ship in the hangar bay. Maybe. That's pretty nifty. But I am more excited about that. What were we going to do here? This is just that. So if we did... modified plates. Is this the right one? No. Is this the right one? Yes. And then plates. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that something you'll be purchasing? I know some of us are not Star Wars people, so it doesn't really matter. Now it feels a little high, but I can't make it go any lower than that. It'll hit the leg, so I'll just have to build up the other part of the area a little bit. All right, so these are going to be, these are black. These are black. These are all black. Okay. Save your work. Well, I'll buy yours then, Missy. I'll buy 2. I'm going to close. I don't know why I have Slack and Discord open. I do not need them open. Screen seems a little jumpy. Not sure what's going on. Okay. Now, to build this antenna module in the back, which looks pretty basic. It's got 4 strands of antennas off it. We can probably do that. And it's got... So let's do... I might replace these again and just do this all the way down. It's just turtles all the way down. Okay, sounds good to me. I only need $1,300. This could be plate 1x3 and that, and then in this. Do we have a top down look at this at all? Probably not, because they're very big. That's pretty good. Unless this is like a, this is like a 3D design of it. So, actually, I'm going to do slope wedge. Hopefully these come in yellow. That's not what I suggested. Yellow. Curve slope. This is where you would put a sticker because there's this weird stripe in here. That's going to need to be taller. So, let's get that out of the way real quick. It does look like it's got these little things on the side. Maybe bring those rails back. That's going to run into that, isn't it? No, I guess not. Cool. One by 4 plate. I may just be padding the piece count at this point, but it is a bigger machine. And let's do tooth. Nope. Fang. Barb. Teeth. Oh, there it is. I don't know why I didn't see that. I'm gonna make. Oh no, that works well there. I'm not gonna change anything about that. This sounds like there's a song that this song sounds like. Frick. And I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, that'll work. Save. So what I need to do is find out from Johnny if the Venator ever hits Mac.bed, and then I'll be like, maybe I'll pick it up from there. There's a handful of sets I wouldn't mind getting from that site, but we'll see when we get to it. All right, where was I going with this? Okay, so this needs to now come up. Yeah, that's probably good. Still needs to be up a little higher. Yeah, I'm sure it won't. Just like a bunch of them won't be up there or anything. I wonder if. No, because again, that would bump into the legs. Probably lower the legs a little bit. That's technically, there's nothing up top there. There's nothing up there. It's only doing that as an extension for the stuff on the back. What's in here? Oh, that's the hinge. Can't move that. Really? That's how I did that? Oh, okay, because it's sideways. All right. Well, let's do. I don't know. That was kind of nice, I guess. Don't really have a good view of the top of the leg there. It's just kind of flat. This doesn't look right either. These things don't line up really well. Not real pleased with that. It's not bad, but it's just not great. I don't think I like these. Those are just, they stick out too much. It's just this can be slope curved wedge. Tweaks and tweaks and tweaks. Okay, that feels a little better. Mm. Sure, why not? I need some of those pill tiles. It's a little better, and now I can lower this whole nonsense a bit. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Let's get rid of this for the time being. And yeah, I don't know what I've seen on there recently that I don't. What's up, Matt? Good seeing you yesterday. Thanks for dropping by. I don't know what I'd see on that site that recently that I'd even want. There's like, excuse me, there's a lot of Jurassic Park sets and whatnot. There's that Yavin 4 set. Thank you. It's coming along. I'm making it harder on myself than I think it probably needs to be, but that's how I roll. It's not even really much lower than the other one. Thought I could go a little lower. Well, what I could do is a little lower, but I'd have to do. So what are you working on today, Matt? Are you working on your monorail? I think I finally got it. All right, that's probably as good as it's gonna get. I don't know how much movement that leg's gonna get before it bumps into something, but let's Copy and mirror. Get rid of all this. Save. Now to redo all this stuff. Now that doesn't have to be so big. I think I can still do this. Still waiting for parts for the monorail, so I'm trying to get better at Studio by building what I already have physically built in Studio. You've got a lot of weird angles and some motorized parts in there. I wouldn't be surprised if that gives you a lot of problems, honestly. But if you have any questions, we're here to help. What? Okay, this makes more sense now. Yeah, that makes more sense now. And then a 2x3. And then gonna need some hooks on here to do the thing. I would really like a round plate with a hook on it, or with a clip on it, rather than a square plate with a clip on it. Mayo, what's shaking, Mayo? How's tricks? I think these are one in front of the other. Can't really tell. Yeah, so I don't need that. So I can do a tile. We'll do a tile with groove, modified tile. Tile with grill in Yaller. And then we'll do clip here, clip here. And we will do a pin holder bar. That's not it. Pin holder clip. No. Bar holder clip. That's it. No, that's not even it either. It's bar holder pin. It's bar holder something. Handle. Can never remember handle. All right, so this all needs to be black. This all needs to be black. I swear. Selection tool on this is so buggy lately. It's like you're moving too fast, Chuckles. Slow the F down. You'll be here till the NFL starts. NFL started in like several years ago. I kid. Who's playing today? Who are you watching today? All right. And I'm going to copy these two guys. Hey, whoa. Copy, copy, copy. Oh, I want these smaller. These just need to be... These need to be not as big. Oh, I wish they were also... let's do rigid hose. Can I get them smaller? Middle size? 5. Because then I can slightly bend them. Right? Right. If they come in black. How much are black? 60 cents. I may just have to do. Okay. You're charging your phone, so I'll be lurking. Okay. Oh, man. I don't like the way that looks at all. I want these hoses in there, but the way you can shape hoses is just, I don't like it. I wish there was a better way to do that. Is this 5? No, I don't want 5. So let me see if I can make this work slightly. Because you can turn the end. I select the end and then do this. I can turn it. And then I can drag it. But I can't turn it more than, I can't, I'm trying to make it turn. Okay, cool. I wish I cared about the NFL more. I used to love watching football, college football, NFL. I just so many things wrong with the organizations, and it's the same way with like most other sports anyway. So it's like, I don't know. All right, so if I select this and yeah, slightly better. Shift left. Yep. So now I can at least get it 45 degrees. And now if I can lower this. That's pretty good. It's not perfect, but it is better. Let's see how it looks attached to a thing. That is much better. So with these little tweaks, with a rigid hose, you can kind of, they say rigid, but they're still flexible. Yeah. Cool. They're still slightly flexible. Like this is a rigid hose, right? But you can still bend it. And in a lot of cases, if you keep shaping it, if you keep like bending it a certain way, it'll kind of stay in that shape. So you can leave it a little bit and have it bent. I'm sure we've all had the set where we have this and it's like at this angle because you built a car or an engine of some kind and it's frozen like this forever. But I only want it about that long. So I'm going to buy a few of those. And I might do that for a lot of these other sets is the same thing. Like this is a 6L bar. I'm sure I could get 6L hose and reshape it. Like just get a bunch of those hoses and reshape them for that. So they lay flat a little bit more. So they're not just sticking up on everything. Because there's a lot of these. A lot of these sets have an antenna like that, but they lay down a little bit. So that'd be much better. So that looks great. I love it. And it doesn't matter. This is just the rendered. This is just to make sure I can build it. But at the same time, I want it to be able to be pretty functional. All right. So his back half is pretty done. I like what's happening here for the most part. I still am not quite 100% on why I'm using these. No, panda cursor. These modified bricks in there because it's only holding 2 things up. So, oh, cut parts. What? Oh God. No, that's. If I needed a 5L, I could probably get a 10L cheaper. And absolutely do that. What I want. Hang on with me. Where'd it go? I don't know what happened to the other one because I had a smaller thickness one, but they make these super bendy ones. They're a different thickness, but I have one that's this thickness, the rigid tube, and it's flexible. It's a flex tube. But as far as I know, they only make them in tan or brown. I forget which color it is, but they're this thickness, but this flexible. They're just rubber hoses. I would love more of these, just in general, because these, while they won't keep a shape like this, you can kind of make this into a shape. These are easily more flexible. And in real life, I would really like to have more of those at a different thickness. So that would be great. So somebody get on that. Uh-oh, I've got a color that doesn't exist. What? That doesn't exist in black? Oh, man. All right, well. Okay, I didn't realize that. So let's look at its feet again. I think I can probably just do... be ordering a lot of these. Those inverted slopes. Color are those? Dark orange? I want them in that orange. Okay. Save. Well, they call them flexible hoses. The other flexible hoses, I'll show you. Got my bag of hoses here. I don't know why that's funny to me, but bag of hoses. So these are what it considers flexible hoses. These guys. This is when you type in flex hose, it's the things with these ends on them, and they're kind of ribbed. These are the flexible hoses. They're about as flexible as these, right? There are also these. These are older. They don't make. I don't think they make these anymore with the ends on them. Yikes. If they do, they only make them in black, I think. But oh yeah, here it is. Here's the other. So this is a flexible hose, right? But it's the thickness of the rigid hose. I think it's slightly larger, but yeah, bendy. These are considered, I think, rigid. Not sure. I think that's it for hoses. Today on Hose Talk. My bag of hoses away. And then there's spider webs as well, and those could be useful. I used those on. Did I use that on the? A lot of these things require some sort of tubing or something. And so I've got for these two animals, because I've used it for both the Lancehorn and the Grazer, is it's got these. I just put the spider web ropes, Spider-Man web ropes, like connect them on here, and then it just loops up through there and then reconnects over here. So, because I can't figure out how to, especially in the software, how to get a hose to bend like that without like forcing something down because it's so rigid. So there's different. Oh, and then there's these guys too. I forget about these guys. The ones with the attachments there. I like to call these guy wires because they look like they hold up telephone poles and stuff. So. Oh my god, my glasses. Still not quite used to the bifocals yet. Like every once in a while, my brain will forget that I'm using them, and like one eye will go like this. So that's one thing that you get, especially for the Bricklink parts, is you start getting really used to what the parts are called because you're constantly either typing them in or looking them up in the list. What they're called in actual Lego, I don't have any idea half the time because like these will be, we call them cheese slopes or just 1x1 slopes, but Lego will call them roof tiles. And everyone goes, roof tiles? Really? Okay. All right. So the next thing we're going to have to do is figure out how to attach this. The biggest part is going to be attaching this to what will become its legs. So this section, and I don't think I need this guy anymore. So I'll get rid of him. I think I've got the size down. I don't think I need him anymore. But I want to make sure this guy's only slightly bigger than the other guy. Everybody hydrate. Have coffee here, but it makes you phlegmy. So what's everybody's aims for the AFOL day next week? What are y'all trying to get next week, do you think? Most are not good at naming. Just use the basic shape of a piece to search, and 90% of the time, yeah. It's a bar with a thing and a plate. Oh, there it is. So this hinge is going to be right. I'm going to get this guy out of the way, actually, a little bit. Move him over here so I can see what I'm doing. So this is right about here. So we're going to need, and his head, his head does, I'm not going to even worry about his head moving because it does, but it just barely moves back and forth. Like, I don't even know if you can tell. Let's see, don't need that, don't need that. It barely, it kind of, I mean, it moves up and down side to side, but barely. There's just so much machinery in the way. That's fan art. I'm trying to do not fan art. There is no way the Behemoth is that big compared to a Deathbringer. Maybe it is. So this will be the next one I do. We do Behemoth and then the Deathbringer, and then I think I'll end with the Stormbird. Just because the Stormbird scares the crap out of me. I think the Deathbringer will be easy. Yeah, you can see how like, oh, it's got opening. Oh man. Oh, this is something I didn't consider. Its mouth opens. Oh man, that's two parts. Okay, well, not a problem. That's just gears and mech arms, so we should be all right. That's a good picture, though. That's a really good. But you can kind of see how it doesn't. I don't want that one. How little its head moves side to side. I also need to come up with these things. All right, so let's carry this over from here to about here. That's probably going to be 6 minimum. Let's do 8. So I'm going to replace that with a plate. Might not even get anything. Fair enough. I'm not really sure if I'm going to get anything either. Like, I'm saving up for a couple other things, so it's like, maybe just not get anything this time? All right, and this is going to be all full of stuff, so we're going to have to make that work somehow. But it looks like its knee joints, or its legs, will be right there. And they are slightly lower, hopefully, than the ones in the back. They're still above there. So if we put, let's put these here. But let's put them on a... Well, for now, just a brick. So I think I'm going to try to get... Yeah, you know, I don't know. I want to get maybe... There's a Star Wars set that I want to get. Shocking. It's the Mandalorian spider scene. That crab spider thing. This is gonna take some doing. I don't know what I'm gonna do about all this under there. I don't think I want to get the T6 or the Ghost just yet, but I may be persuaded. Also, if I'm getting a tattoo on Wednesday, then I may hold off on anything. Yeah. Maybe just that. Maybe some pick-a-brick wall stuff if they've got some plants left. I'm also just there to bring stuff to, like, have people, you know, we'll do a, what's that called? A raffle. So, oops. Kind of the similar construction for this leg. That's usually the case. Like, I go and I'm like, yeah, I'll just get a pick-a-brick wall, some pick-a-brick wall stuff. And then I get there and I'm like, nothing really here. Nothing really that I want. All right, that's got to be slightly in there. So I think I might lower this. Just a touch. Let's do plates. Just a skosh. Oh yeah, just a skosh. Put that down there. Okay. And this will become the main part of... See, its eyes are like right in underneath its head. So its horn is like one long thing. So this is all going to be like at this wicked angle. So it's going to be built up, and then I'm going to have a wicked angle going down here. And I think the angle is going to be... It goes all the way up. But it's got like this weird split. And it's also holding these canisters, and they're not all in a row. So the let's work with the canisters real quick. So they're going to be a dot or a round plate. Let's start with a round plate, and then so I almost want to look for, like, I like looking up utensils just to see if anything pops out as something that can be useful. But what ends up happening is I don't, nothing appears in, like I'll need orange. I need something in orange. So we can do, let's save this first. Utensil in orange. But I want it to limit. So this will break everything. $11:30. We got another half hour. I'm gonna go buy some shoes, I think, after this. Gonna go treat myself to some old man running shoes. I was putting on my shoes to go for a walk this morning and the laces broke. And I'm like, well, I could buy more laces, but I've also had these shoes for like 4 years. So I think it's time for more shoes. Oh, almost done. So what does this leave me? So we've got binoculars, which wouldn't be too bad. These are pretty good if I could attach something to them. And minifigures, microfigures. I wonder if... So that's it. And then these guys. Those wouldn't be too bad. I don't think anything else is going to be of use. Pull that out just in case. And binoculars. All right. So I'm going to turn that back off. And we're going to do... change this back to gray because I like working with that. And then clip. Because I want to see something. I've always had a question about this. Is if this clip can go over this dude's head. And it doesn't look like it can. It looks like it might be able to. Nope. I mean, maybe. I think it's just a little small. Oh, you know, that'd be pretty funny, though. That wouldn't work anyway. Could I do... let's just do light gray again. Anyway. That'd be funny. Okay, so maybe not that piece, but this piece probably, and then I could do that clip again. What do these look like? Does that conflict there? No? Okay. Plates. Just being simple. It's probably too big. Yeah, it's too big. Okay, so maybe not a utensil. So let's think about some other stuff. What's up, Kodiak? How are things? Oh wait, let's not get rid of that just yet because I had an idea. Headlight. I just woke up, so there's that. Those come note color. Problem with the headlight bricks is it's cool that you got something you can attach on the back here, but then you can't put anything on the top. So modified brick. This is getting to be too square. But I could top it with fun things, and that can be white. Round brick. This may be a time for these guys. Like in general. It can be that color. Nah. Does that actually work? Wow. That is crazy. Nailed it. I get a bunch of these. Okay. All right, those are going to go on its head somewhere. Oh, I wish I could get a little more crunchy with this thing up there. Maybe. Because I know these come in. But I think these are going to be hard to attach. And they tail off the end like that. I don't like that. And this takes away from being able to attach that. That collides. Yeah, I like these. I like the the binoculars for like some greebling, but sometimes they just they get they get in their own way sometimes. All right, we'll just leave it at that. That's good enough. Voice is going. Which is weird. I haven't been talking a whole lot. All right. So, got these. Let's get these out of the way. I know they exist. Over here. Okay. So it was working on leg. This one was pretty good. Probably do another one of these guys up here. But I think we'll turn him upside down for this one. And then a slope underneath it, like a so. So let's do a 3-plate. And black. To attach all these to. There to start. Okay, that's a good start. Goes down to about there. Probably be a little lower, maybe even. Let's not worry about duplicating it until I'm done, because I'll run into a million things that I want to change. So this cabling, like depending on the angle you're looking at, it's this copper color, or it's a gray color, or like this weird olive green color, or just dark gray. Like it really depends on how you're looking at the image, but oh, this is gonna be a fun one for when I start, because so after this I have to go back and do Forbidden West, which is all the different machines in Forbidden West. Also, Zero Dawn also has a DLC with 2 new animals. It's a giant bear and a giant wolf. It's I forget what the wolf's name is. There's a fire claw and a frost claw are the bears, and then the wolf is a scorcher. But this guy, Shellback, I think, is just a giant like leatherback, but these things are monstrous. And all these little bits up here, all these little things are little turrets that will shoot at you. It's hilarious because they're just constantly bombing you with stuff. So this is gonna be a fun one. Anyway, I don't know why I brought that up. It's not a very good picture. Yeah, see, its head moves. Oh, this is a pretty good to show the size comparison. So I think that's probably pretty good. It's probably a little big. But she's also in the distance. So, it's the scale I'm stuck with, right, Vab? It's the scale I'm working with. Anyway, this does show its head being able to turn. Not sure how I want to. Oh. So there's a problem. See how these things stick out? Look how these things stick out. Right? But then when it turns its head, they go behind its leg? That seems like it's not these things aren't really part of the model. So there's gonna like I bet they hid some clipping in here, because I think this probably moves in and out of this piece. I'm not gonna make the head move, and it like hides behind that too, even though like I would have made them stick way out. Look how far they stick out from the leg. But then like here too, it's like tucked in behind the. So which is it? And look how far forward that head is compared to where the leg is and where those things attach. That's very inconsistent. No, I'm trying to. So this all started because I got the tall neck, and then I got somebody's Thunderjaw online that was built to the scale of the tall neck, but then to build all the other machines, like let's take a break off this real quick because I got to add stuff. To add stuff to the gallery so I know where I'm at. So I'm trying to base it all off that, but the tall neck could probably be a good. I might go back and redo it. It could be another quarter higher than everything else. Which one haven't I put in here yet? Stalker? Yeah. Open. Nope. Should just be an open recent. Stalker. I would say longer and what does that say? Because like this stupid longer and on the outside. Yeah, it's absolutely they're going to stick out, and I think the head's going to be so whatever. I think this is going to be my go-to. This has got some good detail in game because this is rendered in the game, but for whatever reason, this looks like it makes more sense physically. So it might be a little front heavy. We'll see. Group. Okay. What? So here's your. Okay, this is. This is what I learned. See how, and Vab may already know this. See how. This is a tip for you, Matt. If you group. Nope. I'm just going to close you. I'm not even going to try to go through this. If you group stuff, it'll create a bounding box around the whole group of parts. And what will happen is in most cases, see how like all these are flat down here? These are lined up with the base. And if I put it onto a base plate, it would snap on pretty well without changing the orientation of this. So what happens is if you select everything and then group it, you would assume because it's all, even though all these parts are going different directions, you want it to be flat. But see how the bounding box is like a bit of an angle? So this is something I just recently learned. It's because there's a piece in here and it's probably this hose or this group. This tail is a group in here as well. See how it's lined up with that? Because this was early on in the process. It's one of the first steps. Does it bound the smallest volume? Yeah. So if it, but what it's also orienting the box based off of the angle of the first thing that it runs across. So I break this up to the first thing that it's going to run into is this. And so see how that is at an angle? That's the angle of the bounding box is because this is the first piece. Now, if I wanted this to be the, to set it for the whole group, I would have to move these. So what I can do is I can take all these feet and I can go put these in a step up here. Oh, wait. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Because everything else is in a... There's nothing in that. There's nothing in that. I didn't do any instructions, so the fact that these are all grouped. So I'm going to ungroup everything. Release. And then these guys are in here in step 2. So what you can do is go, and there's nothing in step 1. So if I take these and put them in step 1 and then group it, it should, now it's flat with that. So the very first part in a group dictates where the bounding box is. So if you're going through your steps and you've got a group or a subgroup or a subgroup of a subgroup, And when you click on it, the bounding box is all wonky. If you want it to be a different orientation and there's a piece in there that's, let's say, flat and something else is angled, you make that step first. Now that may screw with your instructions a little bit, and I'm not worried about it in this case so much because all I'm doing is taking this and putting it in here. But I want it to be oriented right so that when I place it in here, it doesn't try to do this. And then I have to go in there and angle it to put it back down. It's just something I learned. I was trying to do our Mars base, and every time there was some angled, I put some radar dishes up at the top and they were angled. And because I just kept putting pieces in, they were the first pieces in there. So when I went back in and put the base plate as the very first piece in that group, it flattened everything out. It just made it easier to like do the instructions for it, and it looked better. It's sort of just a visual thing. It's not really important in the grand scheme of things, but I wouldn't have either. I had somebody tell me in the Bricklink forums. All right, so this guy is next to. Oh, I have to do another build for the Ravager too. So this guy's in front of, but next to the Scrounger. So he's right in here. So let's put him right in there. I don't think I copied him. Now you can tell from this like how different all the scales are, because if the tall neck was a little bigger, you'd get more leeway to build these smaller things, but also you're at the mercy of how big all the pieces are. Yeah, see how that bounding box is a little weird? It's because somewhere in here it's probably like this piece right here is the first in the group or whatever. And all that means is like when you go to place it on stuff, it tries to orient it to that box, so. He's right in here somewhere. And he's not going to be as big as these other guys. Actually, that's a pretty good size. Like, he should be slightly bigger than the Scrounger, but not as big as these cats. These big cats. So that's good. That works out well. Because he's slightly bigger than that Scrounger, but not as big as the cats. He's technically a cat. So I think he's probably more like, if these were animal analogies, he's probably a bobcat, maybe, or a cheetah. Whereas these are like lions or Bengal tiger kind of things. And then this one, scrappers, I think, are like coyotes. Not really sure. Anyway, so there's the addition to that guy. I think that's all of them so far. Got my Snapmaw, Trampler. And then the last one's going to be, so I'll have the Deathbringer and the Stormbird. The Stormbird's probably going to be as big as the Thunderjaw in terms of size. But I think that's it. Did I do a broadhead? Now, one that's not pictured in here, but was actually... Yeah, I don't even care, really. I just save everything as a raw file, and then I'll save it. Usually, like, I won't save this. Specifically so I could have that bounding box. This is going to revert back to being ungrouped. I'm not even going to save it. But I wanted to be able to have those steps. This is just so I could do this stupid thing. Because at some point, what I want to do is get them all designed and then render it and then put them next to each other so it can be like, yep, see? Mayo's playing some Minecraft. All right, so save the gallery. So at some point, I'm going to render this, and I'm sure this will take all weekend. But yeah, have a Stormbringer. I got to put the push this guy off to the side a little bit so I can put the trampler in here, or that's the trampler, so I can put the Behemoth in there, and then that'll be it. And these are impossible to make out from this, from that angle. You can't make any of these out. It's just a jumbled mess in here. This has the ability to like fade them slightly, you know, so you can kind of make out the ones in the front. But all right, so back to this. Did I save it? Save. Close. Oh, and everything got big. That was weird. So yeah, back to not caring too much about scale. So this is going to have to be another joint. So we're going to go back to our joints. I think I'm going to try to do, because these don't have, but they kind of do. I think I'm going to make these a little better. Play modified. Thanks, Mayo. I only have, I think, one maybe two Horizon Zero Dawn instructions in there. The charger and maybe I put one. Oh, wow. That was way up in there. Okay. Well, here's the thing, Vab. I do want to get a new video card, and so I'm not going to be done with these for a while. So in the meantime, I'm going to try to get a new video card so I can play Starfield, and that will greatly increase my ability to thanks, Mayo. I appreciate that. To render, because I'm rendering to like basically a really, really lame like baseline video card. Like it's a video card that looks like a memory chip with like a big plate on the back, or a memory stick. It's nothing. It's enough to run this, basically. It's not enough to run any games. This may be a little low because then I have to do this like twice. Plate. So maybe this will be different. This leg will be different. We'll figure it out. Oh, I could do 1, 2, 3, 4. There's still 4 in there. Why does that front leg look so much shorter than the other one? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still going to do a ball joint. The feet are the same. This joint is very small down to the ball joint. So that's the 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3 to the ball joint is smaller. So for that one, I can do plate modified. Where'd it go? This. I can do this. So this one will be this again. And this will be 2 of these together. That'll be slightly shorter. Oh, well, maybe not. Because then I have to do a ball joint What is this music even? 1, 2, 3, 4. So no. Let's replace. We've replaced Ben's coffee with a smaller bit of coffee. Let's see if he notices. This music is wild, yo. All right, so these feet are the same. No, I don't want you to move it. All right, that lines up pretty well. It's a little taller. This is a little bigger, I think. Let's make that a little bigger. Why not? Oh, you know why? Let's do... Oh, goodness, it's noon. All right, so I'm going to stop for now. But I appreciate everybody hanging out with me while I figured some of this stuff out. I think it's working pretty well. And you got your plans now. All right. Take care, Mayo. Thanks for hanging out and posting links and stuff. I will be back maybe Thursday. I think we might have some plans Thursday. But I don't want to say anything right now because I'm not real sure. Yeah, that's a good place to stop. Let's move this leg back slightly. Boop. And then move this forward. Boop. Maybe that's too far. Not that one. Hinge. Boop. Yeah, now it's all coming together. Kodiak, Missy, Vab, Mayo, and I know Johnny was on here earlier. Thanks again, you guys, for hanging out with me. I hope you have a good week. If I don't see you Thursday, I'll let you know what's going on. But I think if we do something Thursday, I was thinking about doing that Blacktron build that Johnny did, but we'll do it digitally and we'll turn it into something else. Maybe we'll turn it into a Friends set or an Elves set or something else. So we'll discuss that, figure it out by then. And Matt, thanks for being here. Cheers. It's good having you. And if you have any questions about stuff, let me know. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys later. Have a great rest of your day and peace out.